Hey everyone. Awesome. Thank you so much. For whatever reason, I just I had to restart my computer and took a second for the sound to come on, but now we are back in action. So delighted you are joining us. I'm getting some thumbs up in the chat. Thank you for your patience as we, technology sometimes, but we are delighted today to talk to you guys about our Did You Know series. And really, we're going to start talking about 2023 and what we can take into this new year. I'm so excited to see some faces that I've seen before. So in the chat, would love to hear, of course, where you're coming in from and all of that good stuff. So we're doing a lot of security updates. So I'm working on getting my screen ready to go, but we have Raleigh, Indianapolis, Utah. Oh my gosh, wonderful. Charlotte, Virginia. Thank you all for joining. Excited today to show you guys some really exciting stuff. And like I said, we're going to do 3 tips to set up 2023, to set this year up for success. And so what that looks like, I'm the Did You Know girl. My name is Elise Lambert, Director of Product and Enterprise Marketing here at FMG. And my job, I like to say, is to keep financial professionals hip, right? I want to share everything I know so that you can go and be awesome financial professionals, but also be able to market and communicate and do so effectively so we can keep happy clients and turn those prospects into relationships, of course. So Dallas, I'm down the street. I'm in Fort Worth. So nice to see you all. Thanks for joining. Housekeeping, as always, recording will be sent to you after the webinar. We are going to be taking notes. As always, I go really, really fast. We only have 30 minutes to dive into really great content. And if you want, log in and follow along. I think knowledge without action is wasted. So the more that we can just put into play, the better. And so our agenda today, we are going through monthly content strategy, what that looks like. We have an awesome giveaway at the end of this. So I don't want to give it away, but it might be like a working worksheet for you to put your content and your strategy and your plan for 2023 into play. So we're going to talk about key tactics in channels and the difference between these channels, as well as tracking our success. I think that's really important no matter what we do, right? We talk about, like last time we talked about search engine optimization. We've talked about so many other aspects to the FMG dashboard. And I think what's important is we need to be able to measure our success and we need to be able to track this. And so I want to talk about that. Let's talk about what metrics we should and could be looking at. And of course, open it up for Q&A if we have time. So I like to start out by saying 90% of advisors say lack of marketing or focus or strategy is the business issue they feel most limited in their firm's abilities to succeed and or to grow. So let's change that. Let's think about strategy. Let's think about what your goals are. Are your goals to create more clients? Is your goal to have more awareness in your community? Is your goal to create a marketing process and procedure, right? What would you like to accomplish in the year going forward? And let's use this time. I know how I've been a financial professional myself. I know that this can be kind of a slow time and a time that we can spend with family and friends and take a break, of course. I mean, like you've been running your tail end off all year long, but also a really great time to think and to plan and to look at what is to come and start to put those strategies together. So I put this together. I don't want this to be too elementary, but I think sometimes we're running so fast. You guys are building your business, you're creating your practice, you're taking care of your clients. And sometimes it's nice to get back to the basics. So how to measure success. We want to understand these key metrics, right? What are we tracking? What are we looking for? And we want to set up these goals. We want to define our KPIs and our key performance indicators, right? What are our revenue generating activities that we can actually implement into our practice? And then tracking those metrics, of course, and also, we want to evaluate and improve. This is also time to reflect on your past year, maybe your past 3 years, and say, okay, what went well? What should we keep doing? What should we stop doing? So all of these things are great. This is a great time for reflection and be able to think about, okay, what did you do this past year? Did you maybe implement a webinar or a podcast? Maybe it was new and we're starting to gain traction, right? Maybe we tried hosting dinners and it didn't work, or maybe we tried doing some pay-per-click ads and then we started to see some traffic, right? So take this time also to reflect on, how did this past year go, right? What's going well? What can we stop doing? What can we keep doing? So why do marketing metrics matter, right? I'm going to kind of keep going on this, but having that data to support your informed decision-making, right? That sometimes helps us when we're on the fence, right? Maybe I should put some more time into doing some video this next year, or, hey, maybe I just need someone to help me do it for me. Or maybe it is, I wish I just had more time, or, hey, you know what? I'm starting to see some really great email analytics. I should probably put some more time and thought into creating an email strategy, right? So knowing which channels provide the best ROI. We don't want you to spend your time and your energy on channels that are not fruitful, right? So I've used this example in the past, but if you're not someone that this is an easy one, but if you're not someone that uses Twitter on a daily basis, I was going to say, don't put your eggs in the Twitter basket, right? Make sure this is fun, make sure it's enjoyable, and make sure that we're starting to see an ROI from our efforts. And then justifying marketing spend and overall budget allocation, right? So we're thinking about budgets. Where can we put our dollars? Is it going to be into, coaching and self-improvement? Is going to be some marketing things? Is it, hey, I'm going to look at bringing a marketing person on? Where do we want to justify this spending, and where do we want to make sure it makes sense? And then increasing results across the board, right? We're always looking to grow. We're always looking to get better. So thinking about, like I said, how do we want to grow? Is it more clients? Is it general awareness? Is it, I want to increase my contact database, or, hey, I'm looking to increase my LinkedIn followers by X amount. What is it that you want to achieve? And then honing in on that, and where can we maximize those efforts? So how to set some key metrics, right? Goal setting. What do we want to achieve? And we want to make sure they're SMART goals so that they are specific, they are measurable, attainable, relative, and timely. So we want to put a timestamp. Hey, I want to increase my LinkedIn followers by Q1 by 15%. That would be an example of a SMART goal. And then our focus, where are we going to spend our time? Maybe we don't have a lot of time, right? So what are we going to give up, or where are we going to make time in our schedule? Is it, I'm going to not go to lunch one day a week with everyone in the office, and I'm going to spend that time on my marketing, or whatever it looks like for you, right? Where you can grow, where to push yourself, how to do that. And so where do you want to allocate your resources, right? We only have so much time in the day. We only have, our amazing team, or it might just be you, whatever it might be. How do we want to allocate our resources appropriately? And so let's look at the monthly content strategy and think about what we can do there. So this one's going to be broad because I'm going to talk about a lot of things. And this is where, when we dive into that, that worksheet that we're sharing with you all, this is where it's all going to come into play, but monthly. So we could even think about it as an annual. So thinking about the year 2023, what would you like to accomplish? Do you want to incorporate a webinar a quarter? Would you like to incorporate a monthly email that goes out like clockwork, right? Is it a newsletter? Is it, hey, you know what? I want to create a new client onboarding email, just something really simple, right? So let's think really big. Let's think about the general year. Okay, what do we want to accomplish over the year? And then let's break it down by quarter. Okay, by each quarter, I want to do this, this, and this. And then we can go down and break it down by a monthly. So monthly, I want to send one. This is an example of one that I strongly suggest you do. So we send one newsletter a month, and we post on LinkedIn 3 to 5 times a week. If we did just that, that is creating a really great foundation. So I also want to add, everyone on this call, we are in different places in our marketing sophistication. Your practice is drastically different than the person Joe Schmo advisor across the street. And that is what makes you unique. That is your value proposition. And so thinking about your resources, thinking about your time, great way to incorporate that. So what we like to do on a monthly basis, and what would we like to do, and even break it down on a weekly basis and or even a daily basis, taking it one more step. So thinking about the channels, right, where we want to spend our time. Here is a breakdown of each channel and a little bit about it. So we know that we can use Facebook to connect with an older generation, usually 50 plus. These are retirees, our pre-retirees. We can also use Twitter. So this is where it's a great place to connect with peers and journalists, great way to join a conversation, network with media and or get quoted. So that's where we can do that. And then we can also use Instagram. And of course, want to encourage you, look at your compliance, make sure that you're only using avenues that are compliant. So very important. But Instagram, this is where we're going to connect with the 45 and younger generation. We're going to target those wealth building stages and then network with a lot of women, right? We generally see demographically that more women are on Instagram versus men. And using YouTube. This is something we're going to have, I think our next Did you know is going to be video stuff, because we see a huge trend in video. So whether you're incorporating the videos that FMG creates and utilizing those, or you're thinking about creating your own, but YouTube's important. We can put a name and a face to your brand. It's a really great way to build rapport. People can get to hear your voice, see your face, and that makes you credible, right? So seeing is believing. And so explaining more complex or topics in depth, we have a little bit longer of a frame to grab their attention. We can go into some more complex strategies. And this is a great way to boost search traffic. So we talked about last time, search engine optimization. This is a great continuation of that. And then also using LinkedIn too. So LinkedIn, we have seen the highest conversion rates on LinkedIn. So if that's not a quick tip for you to spend some time on LinkedIn, here it is. But connecting with college grads, working professionals, ages 30 to 65. I think, and I've shared this in the past, but I think the average LinkedIn user makes well above $60,000 a year at minimum, right? So that means our target audience of who we're trying to help, who we're trying to create value for in their lives from a financial perspective is on LinkedIn. And so this is a great place to hire, right? Maybe a goal next year is to build your organization, right? Great place to find peers, great place to network with our COIs to help build our network, and to target business owners, to target executives, to target entrepreneurs. If you are working with a niche audience, right? I'm working with dentists, I'm working with business owners. This is a great place to find them to start to build your audience. So we got a quick question, and it's a really great question. Can FMG make the automated marketing a bit more personalized in some automated way? I've heard that it seems canned. And so this question is going to be twofold, and I'm going to show it to you if we have time in the demo, but you can always turn on those automated marketings, but the best way to create a personalized message is to utilize an email or social sequence. So email sequences allow for you to create a series of emails, but you can go in and edit those so you can make them very personal. So great question. I'm glad that popped up, because I'm going to talk about processes and procedures, right? We're talking about creating that strategy. We want to make it personal. We want to make it something that we know our audience wants to read. And so we kind of talked about annual strategy. We talked about weekly. Now let's dive into daily. Here's some ideas of what we can do on a daily basis. And so 80-20 rule. So for every one post you share, comment on at least 5 people's post. So very important that we're not just saying cool or great post, but we are adding comments that are genuine. We are adding comments that are thoughtful, and we want to make sure, because this is important, comments are currency. So try to make at least one of those posts you comment on a second or third degree connection. So someone you are not connected to, but it's a second or third degree. And if you don't know where to start, make a list of COIs. This is going to help you with the LinkedIn algorithm. This is going to help you pop up in the future. And so every single day, for every time you post, comment on at least 5 people's posts. People remember when you comment on them. It's going to help you pop up in their algorithm. It's going to help you and your chances of popping up as well. And then on your posts, reply to all the comments. Very important. I mentioned it, I'm going to say it again, comments are currency. And so making sure that we are commenting very quickly, right? So this allows you to build conversations and shows that you want to engage with these people. So this also tells the algorithm that this post is creating a conversation. LinkedIn wants you to create a conversation. And if they left a generic comment like great post, well, probe them, right? Say, okay, well, what part of the article did you enjoy? Or, hey, you know what? I found this statistic interesting. What did you think, right? So start to probe, create that conversation, encourage them to add more to it. And then, so pro tip, remember, people don't just see what you post, but they also see what you comment and like. So that helps with algorithm. And so these are some things that you can do with social media, just weekly to grow. And this is really touching on a really great way to grow. And it's use your calendar meetings to expand your connections, right? So go to your calendar and look at who you had a meeting with and make sure that they are a connection on LinkedIn. Make sure that you are creating that connection beyond your email inbox. And so every Friday, go through the last 5 days of your calendar or your email inbox and make sure that you have those people as connections. Same thing with maybe, last week I had a holiday party for a local young professional networking chapter. I'm going to make sure I'm going to go in and add those people to my online network so I can continue to grow this. And then I might even do something like share a downloadable that we can find the FMG dashboard, right? Or I'm going to then engage them into a new email sequence that I have created, right? So we're starting to build upon these relationships as we grow that awareness. And then the email connection tactic, right? So we're going through our email, we're connecting with these people. So every Monday or Friday, just go through your emails and connect with those people. Really, really simple. And that way we're creating a process. So we are consistently adding people to our LinkedIn network on a regular basis. And so why is this important? It is systematic. You'll stay in front of these prospects and clients and create a larger network, and a great way to engage with our COIs. So a goal to consider going into the new year is these COIs, your center of influences. Maybe ask them to join a webinar with you next year. Maybe ask them to contribute to your newsletter. Maybe do some posts, or maybe do something in the community with them where you're then taking a picture and tagging everyone. Some fun ways to incorporate all of these. Okay, so metrics. What should we be looking at? The first one is our website traffic. So if you have a website, our overall website traffic, great place to start. So this is how many people are visiting your website, and you can view these in your dashboard. And so what we can do is, if you go to your FMG dashboard, you can easily see that if you've connected your FMG account to your Google Analytics account, really great way to track that. So if you haven't connected your website to your Google Analytics, strongly encourage you to do so, because also in that Google Analytics page, you can get really detailed with that information. How much time are people spending on your website? How are they getting to your website? Where are they finding you? All of that. And then our Facebook analytics. So coming to Facebook, what analytics are we looking for? Overall, of course, our page likes. That's a really great metric to start to look at. Our engagement rate, the views, our impressions. So if you go into your Facebook business page, you can go in and see your analytics, our click-through rate, our audience demographic. It's going to show you the demographic breakdown of your audience, as well as start to tell you the best times to post. And so one of my other favorite features that Facebook also includes is it also has a competitor analysis. So you can start to see who within your local area is a direct competitor. And so you can start to see what they're doing from a social media standpoint. So Facebook analytics, and then another one, and these are high level analytics, things that you have at your fingertips And the other one is LinkedIn analytics. So number of page follows, reactions, follows, shares, overall traffic, and again, audience demographics. So we come into our LinkedIn page, we come to our business analytics page, and then we can find this breakdown. So again, what are some of these goals? And I'd love to see in the chat, what are some of your goals, right? Please, I would love to share with the group. It might start to get some ideas flowing, but would love to hear from you all what you're thinking about doing. So also, I want to show you all what we will be providing for you at the end of this. So you have something to work with, but this is something to help put together your marketing strategy for the year going forward. So this is what we'll be sending you. How do you help your clients, right? This is going to help define your value proposition, create what makes you unique. And so this is going to help create our goals. So what marketing avenues have you tried? What would you like to explore? I'm trying to make this bigger so you can see it all. And then who do you serve, right? Have you identified who your target audience is? Have you identified who those people are? Have you identified who you want to reach? Does your website properly communicate that, right? If you go to your website, does it properly call out your audience? And in 2023, we're going to do a Did You Know on website do's and don'ts. So make sure you sign up for that one. But what are your goals, right? What is your primary marketing goal? What is your secondary and your tertiary marketing goal? We want to do that. I just got it. We'd like to create a 60-second video each week. I love that. I think that is a fabulous goal that we can do and easy to incorporate, and you can utilize your FMG dashboard, and clients love it. We have seen raving reviews for people that have incorporated those personal videos. And I always like to add, it doesn't need to be a Steven Spielberg video, right? We all have phones right here that we can utilize. So thinking about that, love that. So keep the strategies coming in online. I love that. And where do we want to maximize our efforts, right? Do I want to spend some more time? Do I want to do events? Do I want to do social media, email marketing, advertising? And then we have, how often do we plan to communicate each one? So this sheet that will be sent to you has this breakdown to help you align what you want to accomplish and how you can do so. And then a social media checklist, just to make sure that you have everything, right? New Year is a great time to make sure that our business pages, the phone number is up to date, right? Maybe we moved this past year. We want to make sure our address is correct. Our profile picture is up to date, all of that good stuff. So I can't wait to share this with you. I think this is a great tool for you to incorporate. And then, so we have that. And then the 3 things to take into 2023. Here they are. Mr. Bryant, he said Michigan to defeat TCU. That is a bold thing. I will be at the game. For those that you don't know, I'm a frog, and looks like we have some Michigan fans on this call. So we'll have to talk about that later. But 3 things to take into 2023: set your goals, create a plan, and to implement processes, right? We want to make this repeatable. We want to make it scalable. We want to make this a part of your daily practice or your weekly practice so that it doesn't feel like a heavy lift, but it feels more as an opportunity for you. If we have time, I'm going to go into a demo, but if you don't know, if you're not utilizing it, the mobile app, share your phone right here, take a picture of that QR code. Some of it might be in the new year. You just need someone to do it for you, right? You don't have time. Your practice is already booming. Take a peek at our Do It For Me marketing program. Like you guys know, we take care of it for you. You have a marketing strategist. We have awesome content to help you create that personalized communication plan. So our team is standing by to help you with that. And then of course, greeting cards, it's not too late. You have until tomorrow if you want that bulk pricing for that New Year's card. So just a quick reminder there. And our Did You Know webinar series, so January, we're going to be talking about video. And so for those of you that, oh my gosh, I need to update my computer, but here we go. One moment. For those of you, video, we have some exciting video stuff to announce. And then February, how to drive traffic to your website, our website do's and don'ts. That will be really important. And I think kind of the cherry on top as we're creating these marketing plans for 2023. And then we have a a very special offer. We are partnering with FICOM. They are practice consultants who do phenomenal work, but we are hosting with them a one-day DIY video workshop. So transform your business through the power of video. So for those of you that are thinking about doing this, I'm going to go ahead and put this in the chat. This is where you can go, and there is a discount as well for FMG users to do this. But if you are looking to incorporate video, this is a great way. It's a one-day workshop. We talk about your gear. We talk about expert tips for your camera, and they give you live feedback and coaching. And then we are coming in addition to our awesome partners at FICOM for this workshop. They provide stellar consultation, and we have seen really great results. So if you're looking at incorporating video into your practice, strongly encourage you to look at this DIY workshop. It's right at the beginning of the year, so great way to think about adding video into your strategy. And then, of course, I'm going to open it up for Q&A. We didn't have a lot of time. I always feel like this should be much longer, but want to hear from everyone in the chat. Even if you don't have a question, would love to hear some of your strategies and your ideas going into the new year. So open it up for Q&A, and don't forget that this awesome spreadsheet will be coming your way so that you guys can put your ideas to paper, and then create a process and procedure to help you just rock this next year. So in the chat, if you don't have anything, but would love to hear some ideas, ask any questions. And most importantly, I hope everyone has a fabulous holiday, and look forward to seeing what you're doing. And if you're doing stuff on LinkedIn, if you're creating videos, tag me. I would love to see all the awesome stuff you're doing. I'd love to champion you through that, give you a like and a comment, of course, as well. And will we be sending the slides? Yes, we can absolutely send the slides. Is FMG looking to have some video integrations in 2023? So we will be. So we are going to, it'll be very easy to be able to integrate with YouTube come 2023, and you will also be able to embed your videos directly to your blog, directly to your website, and directly to our email. So that's a huge integration that's coming in 2023. And that's why we're spinning our wheels and spending a lot of time providing that video resource, because we see that is where it is going. We will be sending this worksheet today. It's going to be a great tool to help prepare for 2023. And if you've signed up for the workshop, we got a message that will follow up with emails and equipment and all of that. So it will all come from FICOM if you've signed up for that. And so they are awesome partners. Oh, look, we have some frogs on the call. So go frogs. And of course, if you guys, we would love to see ideas for future Did You Knows. So these are really dictated on what we see, what we hear from you. So we love this. And so we've gotten some comments, more LinkedIn content. Okay, I'm going to pass that along to the team. I would love to see that as well. And these webinars are helpful. Great. That makes me so happy. I enjoy spending this time with you. And a couple other questions. Do you have how-to videos to produce TikTok style content? Ooh, that is something I'm going to pass along to the team. As of today, we don't have any how-to videos, but we do have some really great blog resources. As far as the video goes, that FICOM workshop webinar that we will be hosting, that's going to be a really great place to start as far as videos go. And looking forward to more webinars. Awesome. Oh, and how about webinars and how to integrate our web and social sites with Google Analytics? Yes, that is a great idea. I'm going to add that to our list. But yes, Google Analytics is a really great way and to do that. And that'll be the last thing I show, I promise. And then I'll let you guys go for the day. But if you are looking to incorporate your Google Analytics to your page, this is where you go. You go to hold on, give me a second. And caught me off guard. I wasn't ready for this, but don't worry, I will get there. Google Analytics is where we can come to add that. And it is in our, hold on, almost there. Oh. settings. Here we go. So within your website settings, there's a way that you can incorporate your Google Analytics. And I'm going to add that as an opportunity to help with Google Analytics. You can always come to our knowledge-based articles as well. I'll share this in the chat, but so if you just type in Google Analytics, setting up your Google Analytics, this is where we go. So we can come to Google Analytics, we go to website and SEO. And so I'm going to share this in the chat so you all can utilize this resource if you're looking to incorporate that. And so here we come to our website, we come to our SEO, and we scroll to the bottom, or actually at the very top. And under our SEO toolkit, this is where we can go and connect our Google Analytics. So right here, and then our Google Tag Manager. So, and the article I just shared is one that can help with that. So thank you all. Thanks for joining. We look forward to seeing you in January. Enjoy.